why the UNC fails and why it's going to continue to fail every single time. Besides the fact that the entirety of the UNC at the leadership level will forever be embroiled in a constant struggle for ownership of that party, because the Pandey faction and the Kamala cabal have never stopped warring, and that's what cuts the UNC in two. But forget that for now. Why this version of the UNC cannot win, will not win, everything they do turns to lead, nothing works. You know why? Because the UNC does not have a plan. The UNC has no idea what it is trying to do. I have spoken to them at length trying to explain this to them. You need a plan. You need an idea. I want to explain this to you. The PNM, when they lost the election in 2010, they spent a year reorganizing themselves. And from that time, they went at the UNC to throw them down. The PNM's mission wasn't to talk, you know. The PNM's mission wasn't to make friends. The PNM went to throw down that government, and they attacked them left, right, and center. Death by 1,000 cuts. David Abdullah, the OWTU, anybody who would stop and line with Rowley, come on board. We form a round table, march for Section 34, bring out Email Gate. Email Gate was meant to throw down the government. Section 34 was to bring 100,000 people out into the street and throw down the government, force an election. The PNM's mission was to kick the UNC out of office. They have little UNC talking heads like Alan Karim and them form a group called Kick Out the PNM. They wouldn't begin to know how to kick out itself, much less the PNM. The UNC is not organized. It has no plan. So the UNC is going to organize a too late response to the procurement bill that is already law. This response was supposed to happen when they were working it through the House and through the Senate. Now that it is law, you're going to come and try. And who you're bringing? Karen Nunes Teixeira, Timothy Hammersmith, Ralph Maraj. This is a has-been squad. Timothy Hammersmith knows more about procurement than anybody else in this country. So he's going to give you a technocrat's response. This requires a political response. A political response. 1.1 million people. Kamala's supposed to be trying to organize the rest of the country, but she's not. You can't meet Kamala. You can't talk to Kamala. Kamala's still on the friend and financier bandwagon. Kamala hiding behind whatever her little cabal is and having the rest of the people trying to con you into coming on board and being loyal to the rising sun. Nobody loyal to the rising sun. Nobody on that bullshit. Everybody want the PNM out, and we're willing to work with you to get the PNM out. But we don't want to come and worship you like a deity. That's for you and your followers. The mission is to get the PNM out of office. And to the UNC supporters, your party is leading you astray. They are wasting good resources. I'm telling you this. Saddam Hussein, Anita, Vandana, David Naked, Jerlene John, Marsha Riley, those are good resources. You have good people that want to stand with this party. And I don't mean to say a bad thing about Ralph Maraj, but Ralph has been in every party and every fact that would let him in. Ralph is a good opinion sharer. Leave him to that. He's not a political response. Karen Nunes Teixeira's reputation was destroyed by the UNC. The UNC accused Karen Nunes Teixeira of using insider information when the Clico debacle was about to bust and sell out her husband's shares to pocket money. The UNC accused her of that. How could the UNC now sit with her? This is my problem with Kamala and these people. They're not serious. They don't have a plan. They don't have a mission, and they're not focused. This squad here just hoping PNM fall on its own sword. That is what this bullshit motion of no confidence is about. You don't attack the PNM home. You don't go inside PNM house and attack them unless you have real forces. And Kamala don't have real forces. Kamala have Rudal Munilal. That's it. The only man in the entire motion of no confidence who sounded like he had a clue about what he was there for was Rudal Munilal. The rest of them weren't schooled. They weren't trained. They weren't briefed. They weren't given a plan. The UNC sounded weak in the parliament and got their lunch handed to them. The UNC needs leadership. The UNC supporters, all 450,000 of you, you need leadership. Before you could kick out the PNM and put UNC in office, you need a blasted functional UNC. When I said the day after Kamala must go, they sent a little rat parade after me. David Welch and Trinidad Trio. That is the front line of the UNC. God, Christopher. Kirk Megu as your PRO. That's your front line. Brave Boy, hiding in a box somewhere telling people the PNM working over on her. That is who represents the UNC on the ground. The UNC members are per capita the most educated people in this country. This is what represents you. Trinity Trio, Stark, a psychic, a transvestite, Marcia Brave Boy. Come on. The UNC is failing because the membership is allowing Kamla to run rampant, and Kamla Prasad Bisesa is the problem. Now people tell me, Phil, why you didn't support Vasant if you thought Kamla must go? They have more than two choices in this world. No, I don't think Vasant is a leader. I think Vasant is an excellent technocrat. I don't like Joe Parise. Joe Parise was Vasant's number 2. And the moment Vasant announced Joe Parise is his number 2, I will support nothing that Joe Parise is a part of. I will go into none of the businesses he owns, and I will support nothing he's a part of. I don't like the guy. I don't trust the guy, and that is my personal opinion. And I think, show me your friends, and I'll tell you who you are. So if Vasant is not a good judge of character, Vasant is not a leader. And I tell you that plain as day. They have other options, other good choices. We need leadership in this country. We need people that could pull 1.1 billion people together. Stop giving me the bullshit about the PNM and their 350,000 votes. Stop talking that. At least the PNM and their voters know what they're about. The UNC and no one has. The UNC outnumbers the PNM, but the PNM outvotes them. The UNC outspends the PNM, but the PNM outbuys them. Come on, stop giving me the bully talk about the Speaker of the House. You had control of the House, you're going to fix it. You had a special majority twice, you're going to fix it. Save me the bullshit now, UNC. Call the country together. Stop trying to use people's disaffection with the PNM to try and corner us into voting a UNC government back into office with full control. We will never trust that again. Stop playing games. The Procurement Act was to be stopped in its tracks. You are in the Parliament. You knew what was coming. Stop wasting time. To the UNC supporters, all 450,000 of you, I am telling you this. Organize yourselves for better. This Dave Tanku, Rodney Charles, Barry Padarak, Kamla Prasad Bisesa nonsense is a waste of freaking time. Kamla know her day over. You have to know it too. Or you will sit comfortable. People saying who they will replace Rowley with? Faris? Stuart Young? They could replace Rowley with a stray dog with mange that will win an election ahead of Kamla Prasad Bisesa. Kamla cannot win. She is unelectable. For all the people like her. They don't trust her. And they don't think that she is in control of her faculties, much less the party any longer. So let's be honest. Clean house, UNC. Fix your business, UNC. 450,000 of you all stand up. Don't let little jackasses like David Welch of Jenny Trio, Akila Bermudez, Tony DeFoo, Wendell Eversley. I mean, look at the kind of canal conks and gutter rats talking for all the Marcia Brave Boy, Alan Karim, the educated United National Congress. This is your front line. I have told Kirk Megu over and over and over, organize a proper communications team. That is where the PNM beats you. Kamla say blank man, they beat you with black man till they apologize for something they didn't say. You make a video with people eating banana, they say that racist, so stop eating banana, stop selling banana in the country. Or they're taking licks for talk, or they don't know how to talk back, and sitting down and waiting behind some canal conks and gutter rats. Them latrine snake can't lead nobody. You need a proper leadership in that party that understands communications is essential. Fellas like David Naked and Saddam Hussein getting lost in the crowd, or they let them destroy Rudal Munilal. Munilal character and reputation so destroyed. And as I ask him all the time, I say, if you own mall in Holland and Switzerland, why are you here fighting up with these jackasses? And he laughed. But that's how the UNC does work. They leave everybody to fight their own fight. The PNM don't work so. Stuart Young is a shithong among shithongs. Stuart Young went to the shithong university and get a master's and a PhD. He's the biggest shithong in this country. He don't even know how to walk upright without falling down. And the PNM back him up. You trying to tell me the UNC can't learn that yet? We need a better, serious opposition. Kamla Prasad Bisesa needs to step aside. She is not it. If she gave a shit about this country, she would resign as political leader and step down as opposition leader and let the country right-size itself. Kamla, you had your chance. It is time to move. UNC supporters, Dave Tanku, Rodney Charles, Barry Padarat, and the rest of them riding your back like fools. They have a bunch of financiers meeting with them in secret at the opposition leader office every Sunday. They're riding your back like fools. It is time you, UNC supporters, got serious like the PNM supporters are and stop talking shit on Facebook and start standing up for a better Trinidad and Tobago. Start home. Start in your party, because Kamala could have organized and called everybody together already. But they're afraid. They're afraid people who bright. That's not how the PNM worked. And the PNM got themselves back into office, and they've held on to it since. Tell me if the UNC had a plan, if they knew what the hell they were doing, how the hell they lose so damn much. The PNM sent a message to their own self in Arima, and the UNC dancing in the street like they win something. Or they wake up,